Hi, everyone. Welcome to She Talks to Angels. I decided to do a spring video series on romance for each of the 12 Western zodiac signs. I was just going to do one long video and try to do it quickly, but that didn't happen. So here we are. Just had some food because I was getting pretty loopy in the last reading. So today I'm using the holographic tarot and just feeling sort of romantic. My cousin Erica, on my birthday in April, she sent me this beautiful peony um, arrangement, paper arrangement that I've had beside my screen. And I felt like doing readings today. And I was like, yeah, like love, I just feel like love is in the air. And I've got my rose-colored glasses on, and so yeah, I'm curious to see what everyone is calling in for love as the weather gets warmer. So spring is sprung, the grass is riz. I wonder where the birdies is. Okay. If you're new to my channel, I'm just connecting with your energy as we're talking. If you're new to my channel, you're most welcome here. If you would like to be notified when my readings become available, please hit subscribe. There should be a little button here in the bottom right-hand corner. I do work full-time, and so, I create content whenever I can. Okay, so let's see. What is Gemini calling in for love? Either in a relationship or single, for the springtime in 2026, please and thank you. What is Gemini calling in for love in spring 2026? Okay. Okay, so it's telling me that whomever I'm connecting with, I feel like you're single or newly single. Okay. And so there's still some things from your past that are coming to an end. But you're just waiting for the moment to kind of turn around and start a brand new beginning. Okay. And I think that whomever I'm connecting with, it's like your legacy is really important right now. Okay. So maybe you were having fun in the past, but now, you really want to build something with someone and you want that to live on past this lifetime. Okay. So what are you leaving? Are you going to have children? What are you leaving to your children? And so that's just put a whole new spin on your love life. Okay. It could be, even if you're in a connection and you and your partner have been having a good time, like maybe it's time to make a commitment, maybe it's time to get married, maybe it's time to get serious. Okay. So you don't necessarily have to be fresh out of a breakup for everybody, but you've entered a new stage in your life, and you really want to build for the future, but also you're thinking generations beyond this lifetime. Okay. I'm being told it's kind of interesting. This is about love, and this is the second time the Ten of Swords has come in here. So yeah, it's sort of like this is the thing with the promise of starting something new, whether it's in life or in romance. We really want to defend what we already have, right? We're used to what we're used to, and so starting something new, that can be really stressful sometimes. So yeah, this message is, you might want to read, or you might want to watch Aries reading, but Spirit is saying, even if you're dating, you're worried that, you want to do things your way and you're used to having things your way, or you're used to doing things your own way. And you don't really want to have to explain yourself to anyone. Okay. And this might be a barrier with your partner, with, calling in a new partner. And you just don't want to have to explain yourself to anyone. I don't think anybody does, but you're like, hey, I'm good over here doing things the way I've always done them. All right. Don't judge me. That's what I'm hearing. Don't judge me. And so when it comes to love, it's just such a headache that you have to, play nice with others or compromise or communicate, all of these kinds of things. And it's just giving you a headache, right? It's just paralyzing you because you're like, oh my gosh, like, how are we going to do this? Like, you might be a meat eater and your potential partner is a vegetarian, and, can you compromise? Like, how are you going to make these compromises going forward? And so Spirit is saying, try to keep an open mind. And unlike Aries, Aries' advice was different, but you can go and watch that one. But Spirit is telling you it's good for you to get out of what's familiar. Okay. Like, you're really used to what's familiar, you're really holding on to what's familiar. And Spirit wants you to either go for a walk, take a trip, um, uh, you know, um, just get a fresh perspective on things. Like, there are things happening around you. It could be there might be a new restaurant in your neighborhood. You might want to go to a city you've never been to before, just to get a different perspective. Okay. Because right now, you're sort of like, you're just seeing things the way you want to see them. And so Spirit is saying you need to open your mind, open your eyes, be willing to try and do new things. And getting out of town or going for a walk, taking a trip is kind of going to get you, it's going to give you a different perspective in love. Okay. It's going to help you. That's going to help the old dog learn new tricks. Okay. And I don't know why this is coming to mind, but like, my whole life, I have not liked yoga. Okay. Like, for many reasons. And but someone who I really, love and respect told me that, their kids are doing yoga with videos on, on the TV and stuff. And I'm like, oh, well, if my friends' kids are doing yoga, like, maybe I should do yoga, and I've always been like totally against yoga. So you never know. So Spirit is asking you to kind of be open to new ways of looking at things, new ways of doing things. And the way to start is to get like a change of scenery. So it could even be new friends, a new neighborhood. But you have the Page of Wands. Okay. So that can very often indicate like a short trip, or, even taking a bus, across town if you don't have money to go on vacation. Go for a walk in a part of town that you've never been in before. Okay. So it's time to get a fresh take, fresh scenery. Okay. Sending you lots of love, Gemini, and I look forward to reading for you again soon.